Hi there, my name is Rebecca, the founder and creator of this course. I would like to thank you for taking the time and purchasing this course. In this video tutorial, I'm going to take you through step by step on how to create a website using Wix. After the end of the tutorial, you'll be able to create a professional website for your business or for whatever you want to have a website on. This is going to be a step-by-step beginner-friendly tutorial. Once again, thank you so much for purchasing this course. I hope you found a tremendous amount of value. See you on the next chapter. Before, creating a website was a daunting task. Only people with programming and coding skills could do that. So to create a website, you had to hire a fancy computer programmer or you had to learn the programming. But now, in 2020, anyone can build and design a website without knowing anything about web development, design, or coding. Whether you want to create a website for your business or you want it for yourself, then you can do that easily by using the right tools and resources. This video is a step-by-step guide that will help you to create a professional-looking website in just 1 hour using Wix. Wix is the world's most popular website design platform. It is a drag and drop website builder. You can choose a website template, change image and text depending on how you want, and you have your website up and running. Wix is ideal for small businesses, restaurants, online stores, bloggers, and photographers. Before actually jumping over to Wix and start creating a website, go over to the next chapter. It's an article. You can find a link to Wix. You can click on that link if you want to follow along with me. Also, make sure that you don't accidentally sign up for a paid plan of Wix in the beginning. Wix is an excellent drag and drop site builder to create small websites. The best part about Wix is there are tons of free templates available. And you just need to change the text, switch the images, and really just make it your own website depending on how you want it. Wix is available for free for as long as you want. But if you need professional features like your own domain name or you want to sell products, also called e-commerce, then you must choose from one of their premium plans ranging from combo to VIP. Okay, after you create your Wix account, which is just your email and password, you'll be brought to this page. So in this page, you can choose a ton of templates depending on what kind of website you want. If you have a business, you want a website for your business, you can obviously go with businesses. If you own a restaurant, you can go with restaurants and food. It's pretty straightforward. If it's something else, then there's an option right here and you can go with other. You can always change this in the next step if you want. Let's say I want a website for my restaurant. I'm going to choose restaurants and food. There you have two options to create your website. This one right here is Wix ADI, create a website for you, meaning Wix uses artificial intelligence to create websites. Like it says, answer a few questions and it will design a website for you according to your information. Okay, now we have the Wix editor here. The Wix editor lets you build the website manually and place all your site elements where you want. For this tutorial, I'm going to go with Wix editor. So click on choose a template. Okay, now right here, you can see a bunch of templates for restaurants and food websites. You can be more specific here. We have catering and chefs here for restaurants, or if you want a website for cafe and bakery, we also have subcategories here. You can also change the type of website you want from here. You have all these options right here. You have business and services. We also have more subcategories here underneath the business and services. We have store if you want an e-commerce store. You can also start from blank templates if you click on blank templates. These are just the layouts. It is basically the way how the website is arranged. You can choose the layouts or you can start from a complete blank template. Although I don't recommend starting from complete blank templates unless you want a very basic website. So I'm going to go back to business and services and I'm going to choose restaurant and food. Okay, now I'm going to quickly choose a template to edit. Let's see this one right here. I'm going to quickly view this template before editing. This is what the website will look like. This is a nice looking website, very basic and a general information at this point. I recommend you to just go over through a few templates and get that feel. Find the templates that suit your business and whatever it is. If you want to see how it looks on mobile phones, click on this icon right here. It's important to make sure that it looks great on mobile as well, because more than 50% of people are browsing websites on a smartphone. It actually looks good on mobile too. When you are on mobile, the navigation menus are at the top in this 2 lines at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and edit the site. It's going to take a minute to load up. Now we have the whole website in the Wix editor. Everything you see is customizable. You can simply move the elements wherever you want them to be. Before actually editing the website, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to all the important buttons that we'll be using most of the time. Let's start with the top left corner here. This right here is the pages of the website. You can see all of our pages here. Let's say that you want to work on about page of your website. What you're going to do is click on the about in here. Now you can work on the about page. You can change the text. You can move the stuff around where you like it to be. If you want to change the background, you can do that. I'll show you how to do it in just a moment. If you want to switch to another page, click on here and choose the page you want to edit. This is the desktop view. You can switch to mobile view by clicking right here. Now you can change the look on your website in the mobile view. Keep in mind though that if you edit the website in the mobile view, it is not going to change anything in the desktop view, which is so cool about Wix. I'm going to switch back to desktop view. Here you have different menus. In the site menus, you have save to save your work. You have preview to preview your website. Get the feedback is not important. Publish to publish your site. After you click on publish, your website will be live on the internet. You also have save, preview, and publish buttons right here as well. One important thing as you create your site, you should save your work regularly as much as you remember, because if something happens, you may lose all your work and you have to start all over again, and that'll just be a waste of time. So click on save to save your work. For the first time when you save your website, you'll need to change the path of your website URL. As you can see, this right here is a free Wix.com domain. I'm going to change the path to home since this is the home page. That way it'll be easy. Then click on save and continue. Click on don't show this again and click on done. To publish your website, click on publish. Now your website is live in this URL right here. You can click on view site to view your website. Okay, now let's take a look at settings tab. To connect domain, click here on connect domain. A domain is the address of your website. It is the name that people type into the URL bar of their browser to find your website. For example, google.com is domain for Google. You can either buy a domain in the Wix or you can purchase a domain through hosting providers such as GoDaddy, Namecheap, etc. Also, to connect the domain, you need to upgrade Wix to one of their premium plans. I'm going to take you through connecting the domain in just a moment. Okay, rest of these are not important. Let me jump to the tools. Here you have toolbar, which is this toolbar right here. We actually don't want that in the beginning, so I'm going to turn it off. If you want rulers, you can click here. You can see rulers on the top and on the side. I'm going to turn that off as well. Next is grid lines. This is these dotted lines. It helps to build the site's layout correctly. I'm going to leave it on. The next one is snap to objects tool. Basically what it does is snap an element to another element with perfect accuracy. Purple lines will appear to show the centers and endpoints of the elements on your site or on your page. So let me show you how it works. When I grab this element and move around, you can see a purple line appear. This means that the element is perfectly in the center of the site. I'm going to turn that on as well. Dev mode is for programmers. We're not going to use that. If you are a web developer, you can custom code your website. Here's the help tab. You can get help from Wix on these topics right here. Coming on upgrade, you can use Wix for free as long as you want, but you have some limitations on the free version, such as you cannot connect your domain to the free version of Wix. Also, a Wix brand ads is displayed at the top of your site. It says something like made in Wix. Let me show you real quick. Click on site and click on view published site. You can see right here at the top, it's the Wix brand ads. You can remove the ad only if you upgrade to their premium plan. So let me jump on over to the pricing in the next tab and show you the price of premium plans of Wix real quick. They have two different options here. If your website is for business and e-commerce, meaning if you want to accept online payments, then you have to go with business and e-commerce. You have 4 different prices to choose from in business and e-commerce. You can see all of the features that will be available with these individual plans right here. I recommend you to choose the basic plan when you are starting out for both of these, business or website. If you are not accepting online payments, then you can go with this website only. It ranges from combo to VIP. You can choose one of these plans as you need. Keep in mind though that you can always upgrade or downgrade if you want. Also, they have the 14-day money back on all plans, meaning if you pay for any premium plan and you didn't like it, you can get your money back within first 14 days. Now, coming back to Wix Editor, you have an icon right here. This icon is for if you want to hire a partner for your website. This is zoom out icon. You can view and organize all of the sections on your page at once. This right here is the undo function. It allows you to reverse a mistake. So let's say I accidentally delete this element right here. I'm going to click on undo to bring it back. Similarly, this is a redo button. It restores any actions that have been previously undone using an undo. If I click on redo, the element is going to disappear again. So I'm going to undo that. Okay, now the menus at the top is done. Now I will go over through these icons right here on the left side of the editor. The first one is menus and pages. We have all our pages here. If you click on each of the pages, you can see 3 dots. If you click on this, you can change the settings of the page. SEO Google. I am not going to talk about this in the video. If you want me to make a separate video on SEO, you can comment below. Okay, so now you can rename your page by clicking here. If you don't want a particular page to show, then you can click on hide. It will hide the page. If you want to delete a page, you can click on delete. Okay, now down here you have add page. If you click on add page, a new page is added. This is how you can add pages to your website. You can change the order of the page by clicking and dragging wherever you want to. For example, if I want this demo page at the last, click it and drag it to the last. Okay, I'm going to delete the demo page. That's all for menus and pages. As we come over here, we have background here. You can choose the page background. It can be color only or an image, or it can also be a video. To set the background, let's say this one. Click on it. Now, this image is set as the page background of the home page. If you want to set some backgrounds to multiple pages, click on apply to other pages. Here, select the pages you want to set the image as background image. If you want to set it to all pages, click on all pages. Now, it is applied to all of our pages. You can't see the background because it's behind this section background. If I delete this image, you will be able to see it. Okay, I'm going to undo that. We can upload our own image also that you want to be used. To upload the image, click on Image. Then click on Upload Media. Here we can drag and drop the file, or we can upload from a computer. Select the file. You can also select multiple images by pressing the Command button if you are on Mac and Control button if you are on PC. And then click on Open. If you click on here, Wix also provides a bunch of high quality images and stock videos. We can search what kind of images we want. For example, I'm going to search for fitness. Now you get free fitness stock images. Also, we have Shutterstock. Shutterstock is a marketplace for stock images and videos. If you want to use Shutterstock images or video, you need to purchase the license to use that image or video on your website. We also have Unsplash here. It also is like Shutterstock, but Unsplash is free. You can use any images 100% royalty free. Alright, now this is an add button. We're going to use the add button most of the time. Click on add and you can hover over all of these things and it gives you a ton of options. You got text here. If you want to add text on your website, here you have a bunch of options as well. If you want to add an image, you can click on image. Interactive is pretty cool. You can add these cool looking slideshows. So that's what this add button does over here. Just whatever you need, text or a button, all kind of stuff. I'm going to go through this more in just a moment. Okay, this right here is Wix App Market. Wix App Store allows you to add different features to your website. I'm going to quickly show you some of the must-have apps. Okay, here's Wix Pro Gallery. It allows you to showcase your photos in the best quality online. Next one is Wix Chat. Wix Chat, anyone visiting your site can instantly send you a message and start a chat. It is the best way to build relationships with your visitors. Okay, so we have Wix Blog, which allows you to create a stunning blog and grow your community as well, as they say. Likewise, we have Online Store if you want to sell on Wix. Just kind of play around with these apps and you will know which apps to have on your website. Keep in mind though that some of these apps are free to use, but some require a monthly subscription. Now I'm going to go back to the Wix editor. Now we're still at the home page here. Now we can start moving things around. You can just click on the element and drag them and drop them. And we can use the purple line to snap things into place. Just make sure that everything is lined up. So to change the text here, all you have to do is double click on it. We can select all the text and now you can type whatever you want. Right here, this is the text settings. I won't change the theme of the text. That would just give you completely different things. So let's stay on this, on what it is right now. Okay, down here you can change the font style of the text. You can go through all of these and select whatever you want. But I recommend you not to have too many different fonts. Using more than 3 different fonts makes a website look unstructured and unprofessional, so keep it minimum. Here you can adjust the font size of the text. Here you can change more things. You can bold the text. Here is italic. If you want to italicize text, you can underline the text by clicking here. Here you can change the color of the text. You can choose one from here. Just play around with these buttons and you can change whatever you want. If you want to link the text to someone like the other page or other websites or whatever it is, you can click on this icon right here. You can also choose web address if you want to link with other websites. It might be your blog or any affiliate links. And what you're going to do is you're going to paste the URL to the website in here. Or you can click on the page if you want to link the text with the particular page on your site. I'm actually not going to link the text, so I'm going to click on cancel. Just know that you have that feature. Same thing here as well. Double click on it and it's the same deal. As you can see, this text is slanted. So how you can do it, it's pretty simple. Did you see this, the rotation icon at the corner? You just need to click on it and rotate it like this. Okay, I'm gonna undo that. Now I'll show you how you can change the image right here. To change it, click anywhere on the image and this will pop up. Click on change strip background. Now it's going to bring us to the settings. So right now we can do the settings of the image. If you hit the settings, you can change the image opacity. You can change the color behind the image. If the image is too bright, what you can do is set the color behind the image to black. After that, decrease the image opacity depending on how much you want. What it does is it enhances the text and make it more visible and stand out in our website. This is just my personal recommendation. Okay, we have other different settings here. If you want to change an image, click on images again. You can upload image or video by clicking right here. You can also choose from media from Wix. You can search the image right here and choose an image right here that you want to set it as your background. After that, click on change background. Similarly, we have Shutterstock, which is a paid stock image market. And we have Unsplash, which is free. All the files that you have uploaded, you can access them in the site files. Click on it and choose any of the images or videos and click on change background. I'm going to quickly change the background. I'm going to choose one from Unsplash. Since the website that I'm working on right now is a restaurant website, so I will search food. So these are all free to use. So I'm going to quickly find one. Let's use this one. This looks pretty cool. Just select that one. If you want to preview, you can click on this preview icon. Then we'll click change background. That's how you change your background. I probably would not use this image because the text here is not really visible. So I will go back to the Unsplash or Wix from media and I will keep searching until I found one that I liked and it fits on my site. You can also do the same. For now, I'm just going to hit the undo button and bring back to the default page. If you want the background to be a solid color, you can click on color and just choose a color. I'm probably not going to do that, but I hope you got the point. Also, you can hit this video button to change the background to video. It's the same deal, like you changed the image. So I hope this is helping you guys. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments and I can help you out. Okay, so now let's take a look at this section right here. Again, you can change the text by double clicking on it. Pretty simple, guys. You don't have to be technical at all to use Wix. Okay, now here I'm going to break down all the elements and show you what's going on. This section from here to here is a strip. Strips are horizontal sections of your website's page that help you structure and organize your site. In this website homepage, there are multiple strips, each with different designs and purposes. To add a strip on the left-hand side, click Add and choose Strip. Here you can see different types of strips with different purposes. You can find the blank strip inside Classic. Simply click it and drag it to your page. The strip will automatically span the width of your site. You can resize your strip by clicking on the strip handle and dragging it up or down like this. You can change the background of the strip by clicking here. And you can change the color image of a video or background of your strip. Now you can add elements such as text, image, buttons, etc. to the strip. For now, I'm going to click undo button a few times to go back to the default page. Now I'm going to break the elements in this strip. This right here is an image. You can click on it and you can drag it around if you want to change the position of the image. If you want to change the image, simply hit the change image here. Again, the same thing. You just choose one image from here. I'm going to close that. Now here you have a bunch of tools. You have crop tool to crop the image. You have filters. This is so cool. You can decrease the size of the image by clicking on the side of the image and dragging it like this way. This way you can both increase and decrease the size. If you want to remove any elements in your site, you can simply select the elements. For the sake of this, I'm going to select this image and hit delete button on the keyboard, and then it's gone. I'm going to hit the redo button to bring the image back. If you want to add images to your site, what you're going to do is click on this add button and choose image here. Again, you have a bunch of different options here. You can upload your image from your computer or you can use stock images. Now the next element is a container box. Once you hover to element, you can see the name of the element right here. To add a container box, go to add again, click on box. Then you have three types of boxes here. We're going to click on container box and simply click and drag it to the website. To change the color of the box, click on change design, then go ahead and click on customize design. These are the preset of the box. Preset is the style of the container box. Now to change the color, click on fill color and opacity. Click here to change the color. Pick a color and you're good to go. You can move the container box around. Again, you can resize the container box also by clicking the container handle and dragging like this. Okay, so now that you understand how to add a container, I'm going to delete this container box. Now in this container box, we have 5 elements. 2 of the text elements, 1 line, 1 button, and 1 vector image. These elements are attached to the container box, meaning if you move the container box, the elements in the container also moves with it. But you can also individually move these elements. You can move the line, you can move the paragraph, you can reposition all of these elements if you want. Now you already know how to add the text. Click on add button, then click on text. You can add heading, you can add paragraph, you can add titles. Again, click it and drag it to your website. Now you have a line here. To add a line, click on add. I've already told you we're going to use this add a lot. Now for the line, click on shape. We have all types of lines here. We have horizontal lines, we have vertical lines. I'm going to drag this one to the website. Resize the line by clicking and dragging the handle. It's the same with all the elements except for the text. To resize the text, you have to adjust the font size. So I'm going to delete this line. Now this is a button. Again, click on add and click on button. There you are, all types of buttons. Drag and drop it to the website. Okay, delete that. So, buttons are linked, but all you have to do is select the button and hit the link. Same deal as before. You have to set where you want it to go. It's a menu button and it goes right to the menu page. Here, page is selected and we have our menu page right here, so it's good to go. This is just a vector art. To add a vector art, click on add. Choose vector art in here. You can find the desired vector image in here. Okay, moving forward, we have another strip here. This image section is a Wix Pro gallery. It's actually a Wix apps. If you double click on the gallery, setting tab will pop up. Now here we have tons of options. To manage the media in the Wix gallery, click on Manage Media. We have all the images here. You can delete these images and add your own images. To delete the image, click on it and click on Delete right here, or simply click the trash icon here, and the image will be removed from the gallery. Now to add media, click here. You can upload images, videos, or text. I'm going to add image for now. Again, same thing. To upload media, click on Upload Media. If you want to use stock images, choose from one of these three options right here. Choose one and click on Add to Page. Now we have one image added to the gallery. Similarly, add all the images and click on Done. I'm going to add a few images and I'll come back. Okay, so here you can see I've added a few random images to the Wix gallery. As we come down through here, we have the catering service right here. This button right here is linked to the catering page. If you click on the button and click on the link icon, you can see catering page is selected. I'm going to go through each of these pages in just a moment. For now, let's just take a look at the footer section. We have 3 columns in the footer. To add columns, click on Add, then click on Strip. Then drag and drop the classic strip. Okay, now you can see a bunch of options here. If you didn't see these options, click on the strip and it's going to pop up. Right here is a little icon which says Layout. If you hover over it, click on it. And here, go ahead and click on Add a column. Now we have column 1 and column 2. To add another column, click on Manage Column. Once again, just click on Add Column. Now we have 3 columns. If you want 4 columns, click on Add Columns again. You can't have more than 5 columns though. You can change the background of the individual column. Select the column and click on Change Column Background. And you can choose the background here. You can choose color also. Alright, I'm going to undo everything quickly. Okay, these are just the text elements added to each column. That's all for the home page. I hope this is helping you guys. Again, if you are stuck and you need help, leave a comment and we'll go from there. Now I'm just going to go through all the pages of the website. I'm going to start from the contact page and I'm going to go ahead and switch to contact page. Now in the contact page, we have a contact form. Down here, we have a Google map. And here, this is a container box with the animated images. The last part of the page is footer. First, let's go through the contact form. This is so cool about Wix because you can set where it sends to. Double click on the Wix form to open the settings tab. You can change a few things here. Click on settings and in the email notification, you can add your email right here. And you'll be notified by email every time a visitor submits their form. You can add multiple emails as well. Okay, so let's take a look at Submit Message. This is basically where we're going to take our website visitor if they submit a form. We can just show them a success message. You can edit the message right here. We can redirect them to a different page on the site, or we can redirect them to external URL. I'm going to leave it to the default option. We have payment here. You can accept payments on your form. To use this feature, you have to upgrade your Wix website. Now in the contact, we can choose which field to save to your contacts when visitors submit their form. Let's take a look at it. Click on Choose Fields. Here we have the Forms field. The form fields must be matched to contact fields. You can see the first name is matched right here. Email is matched to email. Now let's take a quick look on the next option. Click on Automations. What happens here is we can create emails to send out to the visitors after they submit the form. You can create a thank you email by clicking on Create. Okay, we're done here. I'm going to close it. If you want to add a field in the form, let's say you want an address field in the form, what you can do is click on the form, not on the field. If you click on the field, then only that particular field will be selected. So click outside the field to select the form. Now, click on Add New Field. Now here's the address. Click on this plus icon to add it on the field. You can delete the field as well. For instance, if you do not want the phone field, select the phone field and press delete. So as you saw, we took out the phone field there. So there's this gap here. So what we're going to do is select the message field and drag it up like this. Also, I'm going to do the same thing with the submit button. And same thing with this text right here as well. If you want to add a form and you're starting off from scratch, then click on Add Button. Choose Contact Forms here, and you can choose a form from here. Now, let's go over this Google map. Double click on the map, and here you can change the address to yours. Here you can change the title of the place. To add a Google map, click on Add, click on More, and click on Google Map. Here you can change what type of map you want. Okay guys, that pretty much sums up the basics of Wix. Wix is free as long as you want. Sign up today and start playing around with it, and you will be good to go. Hey everyone, Rebecca here again, and in this video I will show you step by step how to connect your own domain to Wix. For this tutorial, I've purchased a domain name and Namecheap. If you don't know what that is, it's a domain name register, which provides a domain name registration and web hosting. You can purchase your domain from GoDaddy, you can purchase it from domain.com, or you can purchase it from any domain name register and web hosting provider. It doesn't really matter. I've been using Namecheap to purchase my domain because it's cheap and very easy to use and does not have upsell tactics. To purchase domain from Namecheap, first go to namecheap.com. I'll put a link in the description. After that, you can search for the domain that you want for your website. If the domain that you want to purchase is available, then you can proceed to payment and you'll be good to go. But if the domain is not available, then you have to look for another domain. Namecheap runs at about $8.88 per year for .com and $12.98 for .net. You do have to renew your domain every year. Okay, the domain I've purchased from Namecheap to connect with my Wix website is the ketodietpro.com. Now I'll jump on over to Wix and show you how you can connect your domain to your Wix website. Okay, so now this is a simple blog site. Now what you're going to do is you're going to click on Settings and click on Connect Domain. Once you've done that, you'll be sent to the Wix dashboard. As you can see, domain is selected here in the menu bar. Now we have two options here. We can buy a new domain in Wix, or we can connect the domain that we already own. We're going to click on this to connect our domain. To connect the domain, we have to upgrade our website, meaning we have to pay a monthly subscription. We'll get into that pricing in a moment, but for now, go ahead and click on Select the Plan. Now, here you can see all the pricing for the Wix. We're just going to need a basic plan for our landing page, which is $13 a month if you decided to pay for a whole year. But if you pay monthly, it's $17 per month. Okay, now click on Select. If you pay for 3 years, 2 years, or for a year, then you will get a discount. But for now, I'm going to choose monthly and click on Select. Now go ahead and fill up your billing information. And after that, go ahead and click on Submit Purchase button right here. Once you purchase a plan in Wix, here you can search for the domain that you want to purchase for your website. But if you want to connect the existing domain, here you can see an option which says Already have a domain, Connected. Go ahead and click on Connected. Here, quickly type in the domain. It's the ketodietpro.com and click on Next. After that, Wix will automatically find our domain is from Namecheap. Go ahead and click on Yes, it's from Namecheap. Now, in here you can see the instructions to connect the domain to Wix website. You can either go through the instructions or you can simply follow me. Now once again, click on Domains on the menu bar. Here you can see that Wix is still verifying our domain. Now click on Advanced. Scroll to the bottom and click on Name Servers. These are our two name servers that we need to copy to Namecheap. Now we're going to go to Namecheap. If you haven't signed in, go ahead and click on sign in here at the top. Okay, we have our domain here. Now go ahead and click on manage. We're going to make some changes in here where it says name servers. Now click on Namecheap Basics DNS and choose custom DNS here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to enter name servers for this Wix. So go back to Wix and we're going to copy this to Namecheap. We're going to do the same for the second one as well. Copy it and paste it to Namecheap. Now save it by clicking on this check mark. Once we save the custom DNS name servers, it may take up to 48 hours to take effect, as they say, but it usually doesn't take that long. To check whether it's verified or not, go to wix.com, click on settings, choose domain in the menu. Here you can see your domain was successfully connected to your site. Now I'm going to check our website by clicking on check out your site. So here's our website working perfectly fine. So that is how you can connect your own domain to your Wix website. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments.